Hi everybody, welcome to stream. I hope you're all having oh god. Sorry. I hope you're all having a good Thursday. Um as you can tell, I'm not. I haven't tried to talk today, so I didn't realize my voice would sound like that. Oopsie. But if you didn't read the like notification, I'm not feeling well. Um I woke up in the middle of the night, like coughing pretty bad. Um, and I feel more okay physically right now than I did earlier, but the coughing is obviously still a thing, and obviously my throat is making my voice sound this way. So I almost canceled stream because I didn't feel well, but like I said, I started to feel better physically. Um, and I didn't attempt to talk until right now. But my thought process was like, if I can't stream, I probably shouldn't go to work because my job is literally taking phone calls all day and talking to people. So if I can't talk for like, a couple of hours, then I probably shouldn't try to talk for 8 hours straight. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I feel better. I'll stream. And if stream goes well, then I'll go to work. And if I don't feel well after a stream, then I won't go to work. Um, but I didn't realize I sounded like this. But I have this ginormous Gatorade that will hopefully help my throat a little bit, just liquefy it. So, yeah, I guess apologies kind of in advance, but
How
also
much
not
money do you
really in
have?
advance
Oh,
for the way that I
69 cents.
sound.
You know what that means? I
I
don't
don't
have
have
enough
enough
money
money
for
for
chicken
chicken
nuggets.
nuggets. Um because I'm sick, so that's why I sound like this. I don't think I'm like real sick. I think that we got our COVID boosters and my flu shot um the other day, and I felt like really fatigued after that, but it wasn't that bad. Other than just feeling fatigued, but now I'm feeling like coffee. So, that's no good. But let me catch up on chat. Sorry, I'm gonna be low energy today, and I'm gonna be slow. So bear with me, please. But Charlie, you were first. Congratulations on being first. I hope you enjoy your gluten-free cookie. You said hi, hi. Thank you for paying your daily loan. You've paid 2,500 bells on your loan. That's so many. Thank you for the highs and the 69. I'm sorry that you're also coughing more now. I guess if we are real sick, we're giving it to each other. And if we're not real sick, then it's just the COVID booster. Which is weird because I never had side effects from Pfizer before. Moderna, I did. Pfizer, I was just out for like a day. I was just tired. So hopefully we didn't fucking catch something. I mean, we've barely been out besides that. But who's to say? I don't know. If I start feeling worse through the duration of stream, I will probably have to end early and also call out of my job. So, fingers crossed I feel better, not worse. But also, I don't know. I don't feel well. Um, yeah, I've been sick from all of mine, so shrug. Hopefully, it's just side effects from the vaccine. I really would not appreciate being actual sick because then I would probably have to call out of more work, and I don't really want to do that because I need the money. So, anyway, I hope you're all having a better Thursday than I'm having because. Bleh. Um, but today we're gonna play some Palia. I'm gonna keep it on lo-fi because there's no way I'm gonna feel like singing along to anything more upbeat than that. So we're just gonna have very low energy, low chill, wake up with me vibes today. Yeah, being sick isn't ideal. No, no, it's not. Especially because and this is gonna fall on deaf ears with you, Charlie. But I'm somebody who usually does not get sick. I have my whole childhood been a kid who had like perfect attendance. I was only ever out like for either non-sick reasons, or if I was sick, it was like a day and I got over it. Um, the longest I was ever sick for as a child was like, I think I took 4 days off of school in like the first or second grade because I had something flu-esque. I don't even think I had the flu. I was just like just a bad cold that lasted for like 3 or 4 days. Um, and then my freshman year of high school, I got pneumonia because I went to go see Dan and Phil. And apparently somebody had con flu and brought it to Dan and Phil, so I ended up getting pneumonia after I met them and missing my very important SOL test in math, which is stupid. And my teacher was fucking annoying and pissed about it, as if it was my fault that I had pneumonia. Like, fucking bitch. Anyway, that teacher was particularly evil about other things, not just that, which is why I'm allowed to call her a bitch because she deadass was one. And then I missed a little bit of school. Actually, no, yeah, I did miss a little bit. I missed partial days of school, I think. Um, Junior year, senior year. I had gotten an infection and I didn't know that I had an infection. And I was like going to school and going to theater rehearsal and going to band and like I felt bad, but I felt okay. And when I went to the doctor, what happened was the reason that I ended up going to the doctor is I like basically collapsed during a theater rehearsal because I had such bad stomach pain that I was like, this is something more than like a regular sick. So my dad took me to an urgent care and they were like, you should not be going to school. Not because I was contagious or anything, but because I was so sick. I had such a bad infection. And they were like, you went to school today? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I was fine. It was fine. And they were like, you should not have been at school. And I was like, whatever. Like, it's fine. Because I just kind of like, because I was just one of those kids that kind of like pushed through because I didn't really get sick much. And when I did get sick, it wasn't that bad. So, like, even as an adult, I'm like, why am I getting sick? Like my immune system is so strong. I ate dirt as a kid or whatever. I don't think I ate dirt, but like you know how people say like if you eat dirt as a kid, your immune system will be better because you ate dirt as a kid. I don't know. Charlie says I almost had to repeat fourth grade and fifth grade because I missed so much school. Yeah. Can't relate to be honest, but there was a kid in my like elementary middle school who got mono, or so we thought, and he was out for like a month because he had mono, and then it didn't go away, and the doctors were like, we don't think you have mono anymore. And they were like, great, what do I have? And they were like, we actually don't know. It's similar to mono, but we've never seen this like variant of it before, and we have no idea what you have. And he was like, great, can you treat it? And they were like, and then he was out of school for like 2 more months. He missed like 3 months of school, and I don't know if he had to go to summer school or repeat that grade or what. I don't know. I mean, I think he stayed in my grade, so he must have caught up somehow. I mean, I know they were sending his homework home with him, like they were giving it to somebody to bring to his house, but or his brother or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I just remember that being like kind of a big deal at the time. Everybody was like, whoa, he's got like a mystery illness, which of course now as an adult dating somebody who like kind of has a bunch of mystery illnesses is sort of funny. But in fourth grade I had pneumonia really bad. Yeah, Charlie, you know what infection I'm talking about. You know where that infection was. I'm not going to share on stream where that infection was, but just know it was unhappy. Fourth grade I had pneumonia really bad. Yeah. I was in ninth grade, so like I was chilling. It was walking pneumonia too. It wasn't like cold pneumonia because it was like summertime. It was May. But yeah, I don't know. That was not fun for me. The Dan and Phil pneumonia. That was pretty bad. Especially because I knew I had to go take that SOL that day, and I knew that my math teacher was a bitch, and I literally tried to pull myself out of bed that day and go. Because I saw Dan and Phil on a Sunday. It wasn't even a Saturday. I'm pretty sure it was a Sunday. So I was in DC probably like 12 hours before that. Probably less than. And then I like had to go to school, and I was like, no. Fifth grade, I was super sick from undiagnosed celiac. Yeah. See, Charlie with the mystery diseases, they were probably eating a fuck ton of gluten in their childhood and then had to find out that they couldn't have that. If I had celiac as a kid and I didn't know that, or even now, I would have been so dead because the amount of gluten that I consume on the daily, especially as a child, is ungodly. I eat so much bread. So, like, my 3 favorite foods as a kid, and still kind of now because I'm autistic and just, like, eat the same foods over and over again. Mac and cheese, gluten. Bread, just straight bread of any kind. Garlic bread, bread rolls that you get before dinner at fancy restaurants. Or not even fancy restaurants, most restaurants. Texas Roadhouse. Any restaurant that serves bread beforehand. That bread, in particular. The rolls from the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster and the brown bread from Cheesecake Factory. And then pizza, which is obviously made of gluten. So if I on a daily basis would only eat a combination of pizza, mac and cheese, and bread from restaurants, and then if I was eating at a restaurant like chicken tenders maybe, which are breaded with gluten, I would be dead. I would already be dead. That's why I was malnourished until I was like 12, 13. Yeah, I was very skinny, like literally just skin and bones as a kid, but I ate like plenty. I ate so much carbs. But sorry, my Palia was like, hello, are you there? I lost my train of thought. But I played sports and I was really athletic. Oh my god, there's somebody that looks like Charlie in here. Somebody with like the same hairstyle and like face as you. That's wild. It's not Charlie, but they have the same hair and everything. So I ate a ton, but I like worked it off by playing football and being on the swim team and stuff. So I was really skinny. I was a muscular child. I miss that. I miss having that metabolism. Did you see my text? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna hop into Palia because I want to play some at least, and if I have to in-stream early, I don't want to have not done very much. So, here we are. I was hanging out with Reth, but he's not even here anymore, so now I'm just standing back here. I need to find my Shep still. I need to find silk thread and carrots. So silk thread, this is the person who looks like Charlie. Look. Like, the clothes are different, but the face and the hair is, like, the same. Who has an exclamation point? You? Yeah, him. What does he want? Twinsies. Yeah, literally, your twin. What do you want?
Hello there, friend.
Good to see you. Look, I don't mean to bother you, but have you seen Breath around anywhere? Probably out causing trouble. That's my man. I sure hope not. Lod's got a good head on his shoulders. Sometimes he just misuses it. Not like his sister. Not like his sister. His sister? Tish. I know you wouldn't think looking at them, but Rhett's a good lad. Always looking out for his sister, even when... that's none of my business. Why don't you ask Rhett about it? And tell him I'm looking for him while you're at it. Got a list of chores a mile long for him. Rhett's taking the night off, so I made my mother's favorite recipe. You'll have to guess what it is.
Stop by whenever you like.
Okay. Thank you for the emotes that are still wearing hats. I think they should have, like, pilgrim hats for Thanksgiving. I think that would be fun. Okay, so I have to find Reth, who sure isn't here. But let me put that quest in my... Because I love Reth, so... I know I have to find a ship. That's... No, ooh, I unpinned the wrong thing. Pin this, unpin that. Okay. Pop corgi. Okay. So silk thread comes from bugs. Oh, there he is. Where is he? Is he, like, down? Because normally he would be here, but he's not. But it says he's, like, 5 meters away. Is he below me? Because you can go down. Here. Is he down here? He might be through here, but I can't. Oh, but he is in there.
What's up?
He called me Sweet Tooth. I'm gonna give him a kiss. I love fish. Thanks for sharing, Charlie. I love Tish. LMAO and autocorrected. Yeah. Hey, Sweet Tooth. Been running all over Kilima today? Maybe I have. Me too. Gotta get my work in somehow. These muscles don't just come from nowhere, you know. Woo! Reth. Oh my. I stole them from Nai'o. Asha's looking for you. Is he? Not surprised. Everyone's always looking for me. That's true. I'm always looking for you. You included. He winked and said you include. I'm gonna kiss this man on his face so hard. So fucking passionately. Okay. Pull myself together. But you want to be more specific? Yes, some chores for you. Oh yeah, I might have had a few things I was putting off. I've just been really busy lately. Tish asked me to help her with her next project. Spoiler alert, it's furniture. That's kind of her thing. Simp. I am a red simp. Oh my. I hadn't realized Tish was just, I did know that. Tish is lucky to have a brother like you. She's actually very unlucky because I don't want him to be a brother. I want him to... Anywho. Not really, but I do what I can to help. After all, Tish can whittle a stick into 2 Ormus doing the waltz, and I can whittle a stick into a slightly smaller stick. Oop. She's done her parents proud by... I love that we picked the brother and sister. Like, Charlie has a crush on Tish. I have a crush on Reth. It's like dating twins in real life. Like, you know how, like, best friends will try to, like, date twins? It's like that. It's like, but me and Charlie are dating in real life. But in Palia, we're trying to date these guys. She's done her parents proud by continuing on their path. The least I can do is help her out when she asks. But I guess I better go handle Asher's chores instead. Unless... Is he going to make me do it? Unless someone's super helpful, super cool, super kind human could help me out there. Stop. I'm blushing. Stop. I think I'm like romance starved from having romanced Sebastian in Stardew Valley, because don't get me wrong, I love Sebastian, but he's not really the like poetic type. Like he doesn't really say nice things to you. Like he does. He says nice things, but they're not like you know, sensual, I guess. Not that that was sensual, but like he's usually just like, he's more nonchalant because he's like emo and goth and like introverted and like mysterious and sexy, which is great. It's with a C. It's cule like molecule and poly like polyamorous. So it's molecule polycule, like it's polycule. So it's spelled like molecule. So romancing somebody that actually compliments me? Crazy. Now, again, let's keep in mind, Charlie, great partner, compliments me all the time, super lovely, amazing. But something about this versus that is like, because I don't have to like seduce Charlie anymore. Like, they're already seduced. They've been seduced. You know what I mean? If I like go up to Charlie and I'm like, hey, do you want to kiss? They'll be like, yeah. You know? So, this is just a silly little little thing, but I'll help you with your chores, Reth. It's nothing much, just some deliveries and pickups. Shouldn't be too hard for someone like you. Ashley's waiting on some food delivery. I've got the package right here for you. After that, I need you to pick up some things from Nai'o at the farm. Oh, the other hot boy. And after that, you'll need to grab the daily meat supply from the inn from Hassan. Easy, right? You're lucky you're cute. I know, right? Gets me out of plenty of scrapes. Thanks, sweet tooth. I really appreciate it. Oh my god. Simp. Shut up. You're a simp for me, bro. Okay. Chat with Reth. You know, a lot of people around here get their shorts in a bunch when I'm just joking around. So true, Reth. Not me, though. I like that you don't take yourself too seriously. Thanks, bud. I love this man. Like, I'm sorry, but come on. Like, be so for real. Okay, well, Ashley is, like, right here, so we can go talk to her. Okay. She's usually, like, up here. Yeah. You simp for me, too. Nuh-uh, you simp for me, bro. You're the simp. I have a delivery for you. This is a meal I ordered from that riffraff at the end. Well, I suppose late is better than never, marginally. Ever since my chef Enzo quit, I've been struggling to find edible food in this town. And now, what little food I can get is delivered freezing cold. This is what happens when you stray from your path. That boy should have stayed a carpenter. Oh. Oh, somebody added me as a friend. Hello? Who are you? Well, what are you doing still standing around? I'm busy enough without having to entertain you. Sorry, God. I like that Reth is doing something different than, like, what is his, like, chosen thing he's meant to do. Because that's kind of how I feel, like, being, you know, somebody who went into an arts field and somebody who wants to, like, do something creative instead of something, you know, probably lucrative. Not that film can't be really lucrative, but, like, for the most, like, for average people, it's not, you know? Hence the SAG-AFTRA strike. But, like, you know, in streaming, I mean, like, streaming and making YouTube videos literally was not a career when my parents were kids, right? Like, so how do you explain that you want to do a career that literally did not exist until I was alive? Like, because I was born in 2001, YouTube started in 2004. It did not become a job where you could make money until the 2010s. So, like, how do you explain that to, you know, a boomer? Because my dad is literally a boomer.
How are you settling into Valley?
Hey, how's it going? Rhett sent me... Oh, for the pickles, right? I've got them around here somewhere. To be honest, I'm glad you're here instead of him. Why? He and I don't exactly get along. It's a long story. But why are you here instead of him? Are you doing his job for him now? It's a favor for a friend. Oh, I didn't know he had any friends. You know what he's like, right? Always flirting with that... I'm sorry? You mean to tell me that interaction that I just swooned over, that I just blushed over, he's doing that with all of the bitches? Nai'o. Tell me more. I had the same one? What do you mean? What do you mean you had the same one? With Reth? Same interaction. Or with Nai'o. With Reth or with Nai'o? Even with people who are maybe sort of kind of already taken. Whoa! Did Reth steal this man's partner? Shut up. There's fucking drama in Palia right now. Sorry, got a little fired up there. Anyways, here's your pickles and a tip for doing Reth's job for him. Okay. Because Nai'o is like my other potential, you know, dude, right? Like, that's why I'm trying to, like, hang out with his dad, because I'm trying to, like... I'm sure it has been a while. Let us catch up. Ninja Souls and Leaf Hoppers at night. Those guys are like nature's fiddles.
See you later, hot potato.
I can't believe this, Charlie. And you didn't tell me that you've been flirting with my future husband. I can't believe this. Okay. No, because, like, obviously that's, like, a really funny line to put into, like, an online MMO. Because, like, I'm sure that there are hundreds of people trying to seduce Reth, right? Like, I am not the only person that finds him to be dreamy, right? Like, that's not just me. So, that's a really funny thing for him to say, like, oh, well, he flirts with everyone. Because, like, of course he does. Like, that's quite literally the point of this game, is that, like, you can flirt with whomever you want. And as long as you do it correctly, they will probably be romanceable. But, like, I love that there's also, like, he's Steph Dreamy, I just like Tish more. Yeah, well, good. Stay away from my man. It's just like Sebastian and Abigail over again. Like, I know that you find Sebastian to be dreamy as well, but you went for Abigail and I went for Sebastian, which is hilarious because I do not have an affinity for men, but when it comes to these games between picking like a man and a woman, I keep choosing men, and I think it's just because fictional men are far dreamier than real men ever could be, but fictional women are not. Like, not that they're not dreamy, they certainly are. But I think that real women are dreamy. And so real women are frequently more dreamy than real women are more dreamy than fictional women sometimes. Okay, so I need to go talk to Hassan, who's probably in Bahari Bay. So we gotta go this way. Cute farming sim men spitting facts. Yeah, like, because I've met women in real life that, like, I would, like, fall to my knees for, you know what I mean? Like, truly dreamy, hot goth women, or, like, girls with purple hair like Abigail, or, like, cute cottagecore girls like Tish. You know, like, I mean, I hate to make this comparison while you're romancing Tish, Charlie, but, like, somebody who I could compare vibes to Tish would be literally your sister Robin, because they're both, like, cottagecore and, like, kind of pinky in aesthetic, you know? Don't think about it too hard when you're romancing her, because it's gonna be weird, but, like, that's just, like, an example of somebody who could be, like, considered similar, not because I think that your sister is incredibly dreamy or anything, but because, like, you know, they like the same things. Like, I feel like it's possible that if Robin played this game, she would like Tish also, because they're similar in vibes. Okay, gotta go, be back soon. Okay, enjoy your lurk. And then, like, there's certainly people I've met in real life similar to Abigail, including, but not limited to, Charlie, when their hair is purple. Like, Charlie also likes crystals and likes to have purple hair and, you know, enjoys video games and, like, tabletop games and stuff like Abby does. So that's literally why Charlie went as Abigail for Halloween, because they're so similar. So, like, my point is that there are people that I've met in real life that are just as dreamy, if not dreamier, than fictional women. But there are rarely men that I've met in my life that are as dreamy or dreamier than the fictional men that I've met in this game and in Stardew Valley. Like, I can think of maybe 2 guys that I've ever met that I actually found to be, like, attractive. Okay, well, 3 guys I found to be attractive. 2 guys that I found to be, like, legitimately dreamy. One of the guys that I found attractive was, like, not even that attractive. But I was having a lapse in judgment that day. Where is he? He's, like, right... He's right there. He's literally below me. Okay. So I think it's fun to go after fictional men because I find real men to be... you know? It's like the whole trope of being like a... Not that I'm bi, but like the whole trope of like a bi girl where bi girls love women and then they're like... And I'm also attracted to men. But then they have like the one boy, you know, the golden retriever gamer boyfriend that like does it for them or whatever. Thing to do with work for him, why am I not surprised? Here, take this and get out of my sight. Do you have a problem with Reth? A problem? I don't think about him enough to have a problem with. So this quest is just people telling me they have a problem with the man that I like. It's one thing to betray everything your parents set up for your future and another to flaunt it. He wears it like a badge of honor when it is a mark of shame to stray from your path. But then I wouldn't expect you like you to understand. You're still doing his job for him, and I suppose that you should be rewarded here. Yeah, see, his criticism I find to be less of a problem because I think that it's neat that Reth strayed from his path because I don't think that you should have to, like, I don't think that you should have to do what your parents do, you know? Like, isn't that kind of a thing in that, like, one of the more recent, like, Pixar movies that came out where... The one, Elemental, where the flame girl, her parents own, like, a fire shop, and they sell, like, fire-related goods, and it's, like, her dream her whole life to run the shop when her parents retire, but she's, like, never good enough, and then when she finally, like, actually does take control of the shop, she realizes it's not what she wanted, and that it was her parents' dream the whole time, not hers, and that she actually had a different passion that she developed into her, you know, adulthood. Which is, like, an all too real thing for, like, especially, like, immigrant families and, like, you know, the American dream. Like, if your parents immigrated here from somewhere else and they managed to, like, make a life for themselves successfully... The last thing that you want to do as, like, an immigrant child is to, like, go against everything that your parents tried to set up for you to give you, like, a better life in America. Like, so, not that I understand that because, of course, I was, like, born and raised here and I don't have that pressure set on me by my parents to do anything in particular. Like, the closest thing I had to pressure to do anything that my parents wanted, other than, like, maybe to, like, be a girl when I was a child before they knew I was trans, was that my dad went to a college that he's really proud of, and he was just hoping that either me or my brother would also want to go to that college, and, like, encouraging us to apply for it. And my brother did apply for that school, and he didn't get in. So much for a legacy advantage there. But I didn't apply, A, because I wouldn't have gotten in probably either, and B, because I didn't want to go. They didn't have a film program or, like, really much of an arts program at all because it was more of a, like, STEM school. So I didn't really want to do that. And my dad didn't make a, you know, a fuss about it. Like, obviously he was disappointed that neither of his kids went to his alma mater, but, like, he didn't really care. And then, like, you know, my mom was disappointed perhaps that she didn't get the daughter that she wanted, but then, like, you know, got to know me as who I really am, and Reth finished all his chores for you. He did he? I'm a little surprised. He's not usually so on top of things like that. Thank you for talking to him. How's he doing? He seems fine. That's Reth. The lad always seems fine. I'm worried about what's going on under that smile. Especially considering his sister's condition. What condition? Is Tish okay? But those are just the worries of an old man. Keep an eye on him for me, would you? I'm working on it. Trust me. It'd make me feel a lot better if he had someone else looking out for him. I'm looking out for him. But like once my mom got to know me as a person, she didn't really care that I wasn't into girly things because I had interests and she liked my interests, and so it didn't matter that my interests weren't her interests. She just learned to adapt to my interests, which was good because I have good parents. So, you know, I got lucky there, but a lot of people don't. And obviously, like, I mean, Reth clearly like has a good dad, but there is certainly pressure on the community for him to be a certain type of way, and like he isn't, and that's okay. I would, however, love to know more about if he stole like Nai'o's girlfriend or something. Although Nai'o seems like a twink, so I'm surprised that they would have competing interests here. Water. Oh, my carrots are ready. Anything else ready? Oh, these are ready. There we go. And then I'll just water the rest. There we go. Get those crops watered. Okay. Everybody watered, everybody good. Okay, inventory full, we can work with that. What can I... Okay, so I have enough carrots to give to what's-his-face. I have eggs. When did I get eggs? Why am I carrying all this? Weird. Wait, I need one of those in case Reth wants it. Okay. So... yeah, I have enough carrots, so I just have to go to Nai'o and give them to him. And then we can work on silk thread. I feel like I have a habit of going after the same type of, like, men characters in these games, because even though Reth and Sebastian are, like, inherently different, the idea that Sebastian cheats on you with Abigail is introduced in Stardew Valley, and the idea that Reth might cheat on you is just introduced in this game, which is hilarious because, like, literally the last thing I would ever do is go after somebody who would even remotely possibly cheat on me. Like, if I knew that a man had cheated on his, like, previous girlfriend or something, like, there was literally no shot that I would go after him, because, like, basically once a cheater, always a cheater, unless, like, the circumstances are very nuanced and, like, it's been a long time and he learned his lesson. Like, he was, you know, 16 when he cheated on his girlfriend and he's 30 now, you know, like, that's different. But, like, somebody who, like, recently cheated on their girlfriend, like, no shot I would date a man who, like, recently cheated on somebody. Absolutely not. Like, unless his reasoning was, like, again, very nuanced. But in these games, since it's, like, fictional and I can't actually get my heart broken, I'm just like, whatever. Hello. Out with the... whatever the fuck these are? Is he wearing a bow? What are these? They're kind of silly.
Are you lost?
How can I help you? I brought the carrots. You really are a lifesaver, but I actually have an appointment with Kenley, right now. Yeah, Kenley, our mayor, the mayor. We're gonna talk about paperwork. I can't cancel. Not after last time I had to miss our... paperwork. But I'd really appreciate it if you could bring these to Reth for me.
You see Oni? Tell him to come home.
What paperwork? That was really sus. The way he was like, I have a meeting with Ken Lee, our mayor. We're gonna do paperwork. Are you sure he wasn't gonna say Kenyatta? Are we sure he wasn't gonna do something other than paperwork with Kenyatta? I don't know. These are things I don't know, guys. Hi, Reth. I brought you carrots.
Wrong with soup.
Loverboy too busy to deliver these himself. See? Fucking I literally just said. Nai'o and Kenyatta have been sneaking around for ages. Pretty sure it's about as secret as the science poetry. Oops, I'd better not say more. Anyways, thanks for the carrots. Coincidentally, I think the daily special is going to be carrot soup tomorrow. I don't want to get into it too much, but I kind of rub some folks around here the wrong way. You see, I don't exactly fit most people's definition of a perfect Majiri. Yeah. But hey, why be perfect when you can be a living reminder to children of what happens if you don't work hard and stay in school? Me. At least that's my motto. Can I give him... What are his, wrong button. I know he has stuff he wants this week. One of them I thought was soup, right? No, it doesn't say anymore. Well, what if I try to give him soup? Wow, soup. Is it a food? Is it a drink? No one knows. But either way, I'm a big fan. Okay, he took it. Oh no, his soup's burning. Okay, and then go back to him. Not doing paperwork with the mayor, I see. Sneaking around with Kenyatta. Okay. And then after I talk to him, I think I'm gonna go on a quick BRB. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay.
How are you settling into valley life?
How's it going? Delivery's complete. Thank you for this. I know I shouldn't be giving all of our carrots, but it makes Sugarfoot so happy. Why didn't you tell me about Kenyatta? I can't believe Reth told you about that. I can't believe he knew. How did he figure it out? Does he have, like, spies posted at the stables or something? Look, I don't really mind people knowing. I'm proud of Kenyatta, but if her mom found out she was dating outside of her family's path, things would get messier than a raging riff-rock at a rodeo. I should probably tell you that I didn't have paperwork with Kinley today either. Me and Kenyatta were supposed to meet up. I didn't want to let her down. You really saved my hide with these carrots, and you saved my date by delivering them. Thanks, Ty. Huh.
I'm always here to help.
So can you romance him if he's already sleeping around with somebody? Or no? I don't know. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna go on a quick BRB because I have to go to the bathroom, but I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, we're back. Thank you for waiting. I hope you all had a good BRB, and maybe if you had to use the bathroom or get some water or whatever that you did. I'm starting to feel like slightly better now that I'm more conscious, but my throat is still like not ideal, so I might need like a cough drop or some honey and tea or something. But the Gatorade is helping. Being conscious is helping, although also I would rather be unconscious, but you know, at least as far as going to work today, like, why is there just a chest right here? Alright. Well, slay. Okay, so now we need to work on finding silk thread, which I believe we said we could find from, like, kind of rare bugs. I don't remember which ones. so I'm gonna have to Google that. Because I can't remember if they were here or in Bahari Bay or both, but we'll do a quick Google. Silk thread. How do we get? Paleo Wiki. Rarity uncommon. Obtained from bug catching. Rare and epic bugs throughout Palia. Rare bugs will give 0 to 7. Epic 0 to 14. Okay. Are any of these bugs I've caught before? Vampire crab. Easy to catch. Anytime near the family farm, which is where I am. Okay, so maybe we should look for like this dragonfly. It's like an orange dragonfly. Yeah, because I was just here talking to Nai'o. Alright, we'll go there first, and then there was also one that shows up by the lake. Sorry. So I could also go check that out. Alright. Also, I don't know if you guys, like, have seen, or if anybody cares that much. I care a lot. But the SAG-AFTRA strike is on hold right now. Because they've come to a tentative agreement with the studios, the AMPTP. Which, like, if you aren't, like, super up to date on, like, the strikes and why they're striking and, like, what's going on. Basically... So the writers went on strike first, right? And then the SAG-AFTRA kind of, like, followed them. Because, first of all, like, there hasn't been a strike in a while. Not that there should just be a strike, because there hasn't been a strike in a while. But, the reason that there hasn't been a strike in a while is because... I didn't mean to put a thing down. Okay. It's because, like, they haven't, like, updated their contracts very much in a while. Hope you've been reaping good harvest lately. Thanks, buddy. Sorry, I'm, like, having a hard time processing getting my, like, I have the thoughts up here, and getting them out is what's being difficult right now. But, okay, we're looking for this dragonfly. That's like a butterfly. I should get out my thing. They hadn't updated their contracts in a while, and on their contracts, you know, the wages, the benefits, the, like, protections from AI, like, all of that kind of stuff is either, like, outdated or basically non-existent. And so when their contracts were up for renewal this year, they were like, okay, we would like, you know, these changes made to our contracts now that, like, now that AI is a problem, and now that inflation has caused our wages to not be, you know, enough to live out in Los Angeles where many of us live. And all that kind of thing. And basically the studio said no. The studios were like, no, fuck you. We're not gonna, you know, give you what you want. We're not gonna increase your wages. We're not gonna protect you guys from AI. Like, we want to use AI. We want to pay you less. We don't want to pay you residuals on streaming because you don't deserve them, essentially. I don't think that's one of the bugs I want, but I'm gonna throw a thing at it anyway. Ugh. I missed. Damn it! I didn't mean to throw that last one. Because, so a residual, if you don't know, is like when you do a show, you get paid to do the show. And then every time that that show had a rerun on the network or, you know, appeared somewhere else, you would get a residual check for that month with, you know, pennies on the dollar for every time that that show had a rerun played, right? So if you're somebody who, like, worked on Friends, you know, God, rest in peace, fucking Matthew Perry, but if you're somebody who worked on Friends, that show has hella reruns. Like, Friends is always on TV. So they were getting, like, hella residuals from Friends always being on. And by hella, I mean just, like, a lot compared to the other residuals, not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Because, again, they're getting, like, pennies on the dollar for these shows. But something that has a lot of reruns versus something that basically never has a rerun is going to get more residuals. But the implementation of streaming services made it so that reruns... I mean, yes, there's still a concept on cable, but, like, people don't need reruns to watch Friends anymore. The whole thing was, like, on Netflix or whatever. Like, I watched all 10 or however many seasons of that show exist on a streaming platform because I wasn't going to wait around for when the right episodes would come on. Oh, there's a guy. What is my, like, slow crouchy button? I don't remember. Did I get him? Yes? Okay, but that was a common field cricket, which is not helpful, unfortunately. I'm just gonna catch whoever I see, because I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. But since you could just watch whatever on a streaming service, if the show wasn't originally made on the streaming service, like if it's not a Netflix original or whatever, they're just not getting paid for people streaming that content. So, like, me watching all 10 or however many seasons of Friends I watched on Netflix gave literally no money to that cast. Like, at all. No residuals whatsoever. And they were like, hey, people aren't really, like, using cable anymore. Don't you think that it's kind of unfair that we're not getting residuals for streaming if streaming is, like, what everybody is doing these days? What is this? All right. And the networks basically just, like, said no. And then writers, their kind of, like, chief complaint is AI, because, you know, you can use ChatGPT to write a script nowadays. Not a very good one, but you could write one nonetheless. And as AI gets better, that script might be less shit. And in my opinion, nothing is ever going to be as good as something written by a person, because, like, duh, like, AI is never, no matter how good it gets, ever going to be able to write something more creative and more interesting than a person, because AI is written by people. The code for AI is written by a person. So, like, it, you know, I just think that writers' writing is better than AI writing. But the networks are like, well, we don't have to pay a writer if we just use fucking ChatGPT, so we're not gonna, you know, pay writers anymore. We're just gonna use AI. And the writers were like, we would like maybe an implementation of some protections against AI so that we don't all lose our jobs to ChatGPT. And the networks were like, no, fuck you, we're not going to do that. So they went on strike, and SAG-AFTRA went on strike. And because, like, one of the things that they said they were going to do is, like, use the, like, AI likeness of actors and then not pay them for doing that. Like, almost like a deep fake, but, like, not quite. Basically, they were going to, like, film a person against a green screen and have them, like, turn and film all sides of them, and then use this, like, AI generated likeness of this person for, like, movies and stuff, and just, like, not pay the actor that they scanned after they scan them. Like, they're gonna pay them for the process of being scanned and then not pay them again. Is that another just common field cricket? Yeah. And so they were like, no, we're not okay with that. So they went on strike. And for, like, over 100 days, both of them were on strike. And the writers finally got a tentative contract with the AMPTP, so they stopped their strike. But the writers kept going. Or not the writers kept going, the actors kept going. And just yesterday, they posted that they have a tentative agreement with the AMPTP. So fingers crossed that they're going to get the benefits, the pay, and the protections against AI that they deserve. The breaks that they deserve. I know one of the things they were looking for was just to be able to take, you know, have more days off per days on, because, you know, actors don't work a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. They work Saturday and Sunday. They work nighttime. They could work 7 days a week, but obviously they have days off. They have to have days off, but they don't get like enough days off for the number of days on. And so that was one of the things they were asking for. And they were asking for a longer lunch break and, you know, just little things. And the studios were just like not budging. So I really hope that they get the protections that they deserve, because when I moved to LA, my plan was to either join the DGA, the Directors Guild, or SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Guild. And I don't, you know, it's like kind of hard to join a union that's on strike, and also like not good timing to join a union when they're fighting for benefits that they deserve that they're not getting, when I, someone who is going to be working in that field someday, would also like to have benefits. You know, I would like to have job benefits in my job. That would be great. We're gonna go to Bahari Bay to look for the bugs, because I feel like we might find more rare ones over there. I was hoping I could fly through there. So if they get all the stuff that they were asking for, or at least like enough of what they were asking for, that could be really good for me in like 5 years when I'm trying to join the guild, the union, if they have better protections in 5 years. So that's really exciting. And also just like, you know, a really big deal, and a really, you know, it sets a precedent for this kind of thing. Not that the previous strikes didn't, but like, you know, the pharmacy workers are talking about going on strike, and the auto workers were on strike. Like, there's a lot of other, you know, industries on strike right now that aren't Hollywood. It's just Hollywood is the one that everybody was talking about, because it's obviously like a big deal that nobody's getting their TV and their movies. But what's really exciting for me, being a streamer and whatever, like the video game industry talked about going on strike, the video game portion of SAG-AFTRA, which they still could, but hopefully they'll reach an agreement there. But what's really exciting for me as a streamer is that, like, one of the things that I do as a content creator is like talk about media and engage in media, and hopefully one day partake in creating media other than, you know, my own media. Oh, Mandy's here. Wait, everybody look at Mandy. There she is. You know, hopefully one day I'll be making movies and stuff. So, part of the union strike agreement was that nobody would promote anything, right? Like, anything that's struck, you're not allowed to promote. So, okay, where in Bahari Bay did the thing say to go? So that means no talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, no talking about Disney, no talking about Barbie when that came out. Like, I couldn't talk about any of it. And I went to go see almost all of it, but I just wasn't allowed to talk about it. Bahari Bay North. Okay, but that one only is if you're, like, foraging. Bahari Bay, on land or underwater, by the flooded fortress. Well, that's evening between 6 and 3. What time is it in my game right now? 4. Okay. So I'm just excited to be able to talk about media again, because I love media, and I want to be able to talk about it. Okay. Bahari Bay, Pulsewater Plains, and Hideaway Bluffs. I don't know where that is, but we'll go looking for that. Sure. Where does it normally show up? Oh, the better the belt you have, the higher your odds are at catching it. And I have the, like, cheapest one. So that's maybe not ideal. But we're gonna try. If we can't get it, we can do something else. Okay. I need to like loosen this a little bit. My head is hurting. I might have to take them off and put on earbuds. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Hello? Are there any bugs over here? Are there any bugs? That's just a butterfly. I need like a purple grasshopper or something. Let me see. But yeah, that's it. I'm just glad that they're getting, you know... Oh, they got one of the bugs that I need. Okay. So maybe the bug I'm looking for is over here. Because they found one. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought, but I'm just excited to be able to go see a movie and then tell you guys that I went to go see a movie and tell you what I think about it. Because... Or maybe it was never there at all. Maybe. That could be very true. Also, hi Wookie, welcome in. How are you doing today? Alright, what do we got? That's a flower. Can we have a bug? I'm okay. Mood? Me too. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit sick. My throat's like... I sound... gross. Getting toddler cuddles? A toddler? Why do you have a toddler? Got a frog in your throat? I hope not. I used to hate that expression as a kid because I was like, why would there be a frog in there? That doesn't make any sense. Because he's my son. Oh, cool. You have a little son, little baby. Me just forgetting that people can have kids. Because I don't have kids. I'm just like, why do you have a child? Oh, it's your own child? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. He's 2. Aw. Is that the same grasshopper that I already have? I feel like it is. He flew away. Okay. Well, not flew away, but he jumped away and then disappeared into the void. Okay. Are there more bugs? Got him. Oh, didn't get him. Didn't get him. Come here. Okay. It's just another common field cricket. That is not what I want. I just keep catching the same bug. Over and over again. Are there more bugs? Maybe I should go toward the ruins. Because I know it said that there were some, like, over here. I know the crabs might appear by the water. But I can't... It's not a regular crab. I need, like, a fancy crab. Is that a fancy crab or a regular crab? I can't tell. Oh god, he's running away. Oh god, I threw 2 on accident. No, come back! No! Oh, he's still there. Hello? I think he disappeared into the bush. No. Oh well. I'm just gonna assume that that was a regular crab and not the one that I needed, even though he looked kind of purple. Because that crab looks normal. Right? Like, that looks like a different crab than the one I was just chasing. Those crabs look normal. The other one looked purple. God damn it. I need better aim. Your crabs in a bush? Wookie, please. What is this? Dragon's beard peaked? What does that mean? What is that? Don't you guys hate it when your crabs are in a bush? That's the worst. I said nothing. You made no. You did that. You know what you did. Okay, is that another regular crab? That's another regular crab. I'm never gonna find another one of the fun crabs, am I? Ugh. All I said was there was a crab in a bush. Yeah, you're right. There was. There was a crab in a bush. You're so right. And there was nothing weird about that at all. No innuendos to be had there. Certainly not. Any crabs back here? This isn't my bush. It's not my bush either. It's just a bush in Palia. It's just a random bush. It's Bahari Bay's bush. Wait. Is that one? Ugh. Right? Right? He's purple. Ah! Aha! I still don't think he's the kind of crab I needed, but he was different. Looks red to me. Whatever. He's a different color than the, like, orange ones. Ugh, that crab came out of nowhere. Hello? Opened oyster. I think the crab I needed was a vampire crab, right? And that was not a vampire crab. No. I need a vampire crab. Or a centipede. Or a snail. Okay, it's late enough for the snails to start appearing. Because it has to be after 6 p.m. So we can start looking for snails. Pretty sure we had this convo last time. Probably. I have, like, the worst short-term memory. I have the memory of a goldfish. It used to be really better than that. I used to have pretty good memory, and then my ADHD went untreated for too many years, and then I realized I don't know how to remember things if it doesn't just happen naturally. So, oopsie. Okay. That's a snail, but I don't think it's the right kind of snail. Hello, sir. Yeah, this is a garden snail. I'm gonna run out of these. I only have one left. It's fine. About vampire crabs? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I need silk thread, which only, like, certain types of bugs drop. And apparently not the types of bugs I'm interacting with. Yeah, that's a normal bug for sure. Can I have a not normal bug? Please? Can I please get a waffle? That guy looks different. What are you? Hello? Hello? I can't catch this guy. Come here. Oh my god, he keeps getting away. What are you? Oh my god. Please. Why does he keep getting away? I ran out of fucking bombs. Okay, I got him. Lunar fairy moth. Huh. Is that one of the ones I needed? I feel like it wasn't. Lunar fairy moth. Nope. Well, I got him anyway, and I ran out of bombs. So... I'll have to go make more bombs. Maybe I should go talk to Ani and get a better, like, belt. Upgrade the tool, because... I think I'm just getting normal bugs right now. Because that guy's blue, and I think the one I need is green. Wait, and it be a normal bug. It probably is. But there's a lot of bugs I don't have either way. So I should, like, add them to my... not Pokedex. Whatever the thing is that keeps track of the bugs in this game. Because I know there's different fish I haven't caught and different bugs I haven't caught. And the more you catch, the more you can upgrade with Ani. So it's still worth catching it even if it is a normal bug. Collection, yeah. Not Pokedex? What do you mean? Okay, can I... Okay, yeah. Some Palian creatures are nocturnal. You will only see them out at night. So true. That's why I couldn't get that bug until after 6 p.m. Do I have mail? Yes. Dear Ty, I had some leftover pickles from your last order for the inn. I thought I'd send a sample your way. Ew, I don't like pickles. Animal Exlopedia. Exactly. Oh, a long note from Reth. Hi, Reth. Dear Ty. Hey, Ty, I heard you covered for me with Ashura. You didn't have to do that, but you did, so thanks. I know it seemed like I was just messing around, but Tish means a lot to me. And since I took that job with Ashura, I haven't had a lot of time to spend with her. She's the last bit of family I have, and I don't want to get too sappy on you, but it meant a lot that you'd let me have some time for her. I remembered you like desserts, so I baked you this pie to say thanks. And don't worry, it's 100% lettuce free. I love him. He's so sweet. Dear Ty, I could smell that soup all the way in the village and it smelled great. Don't worry. Glad to see you're picking up on the extremely complex and impressive art of making soup. Here's a little something that should help you in your future culinary adventures. You can thank me later with soup. Cookware. Reth. Oh my god. I love this man. Where would I even put that? Can I like put it in my kitchen? Do I have room? Inventory full. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see what we have. The cookware is here, so let me put that down. Can I put it somewhere? Yeah, look, I can hang it above the oven. Aw, that's super sweet. That is so slay. Okay. And then let me put some of the stuff I have away. I have some oysters I should open. I could probably sell the field crickets. I need to plant the cotton. This I can get rid of. Yeah, that's a new bug I don't have, so. I need the Thunderdrop lilies to make the bombs. I think I need clay too, though, and I don't think I have clay. Because I turned it all into bricks. I have 1 clay left, so I can make 20 more. Okay, well, I'll at least do that. And then I should talk to Ani about, Are these ready to harvest? Yeah. About, like, upgrading my belt. Okay. And then let me put the pickles away, and the pie, and the carrot. Wheat. Shells. Spine shell crab. Rare alchemical moth named for its color. Huh? Sorry. I got uncomfortable. So now I'm adjusting. Okay. Okay. Let's put these here. Put that bug away. Let me just put everything away and then pull out what I need, because that's going to be easier. Okay, I need the oysters. Okay. Let me start with what I have in my hand and then work my way back. So I have seeds I can plant. But I need to till the soil first. So let's do that. Everybody get your hose out. Okay. Let's see. There we go. All right. And then the seeds are here. Not what I wanted to press. How do I... Like that. Okay. Beep. Boop. Bop. Beep. Boop. Okay. And then... Can I put these in here too? So that's what? A wheat seed? Okay, so I should till one more and put the wheat down. Alright. Now I'm like sitting in a more comfortable position, but you guys can only see like half my face. Okay. There we go. And then let me plant. I forgot Mandy was still up there. I can put her away now. Let her have her own privacy. Okay. Are these ready to harvest? They are. Okay. I thought the tomato thing stayed there, because you just pulled the tomatoes off the vine. Maybe not. Okay. I need to fill my watering can. Do that over here. And go water some plants. Okay. We'll water the seeds. There we go. Alright, everybody's watered. Okay. So then... This, I can just get rid of. I don't need that. These I need to open. I might have pearls. Oyster meat. And... Focus. Okay. Alright. So let me see what we have to, like, maybe sell and stuff. Okay. I only need one of the crabs. And then one of these. I can get rid of most of these. Field cricket. Garden leafhopper. Get one of them snails. Night moth. Fairy moth. Get some of these bugs. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the eggs. Okay, all of this stuff can stay here. I can sell some of my crops. I want to keep like a few of everything. But I'll sell like a couple of everything. Sell the gold star stuff. Shiny pebbles. Fish, I think I have one of everything. Okay. These I can definitely sell. Sell some of those. Sell some of those. Definitely can sell some garlic. I'll keep like 10. Okay. That seems like a good place to start. And I'm gonna go sell all of that and talk to Ani. And see if I can upgrade my belt, which will inevitably cost money, which is why I need to sell half the stuff. Okay. Okay, it's like the middle of the night, so Ani is probably not just like out and about. I guess I could have just put my stuff into the shipping bin, but is he by his parents? Yeah, he's over here, so I'll just go talk to him. Well, let me sell what I can at Zeki's first. This is Tish, not Zeki. I was going to the wrong thing. Okay. Alright, let's sell what we can here. The bugs I think I can give to Ani. But let's sell like the leaves. The sundrop lilies, the garlic, the onions. The rice, tomatoes, wheat, some shells. Do they do anything? No. Alright, I'll sell all of them. Bugs, snail, crickets. Okay. Oh, I said I was gonna give the bugs to Ani and then I didn't. Oh well, I'll just sell them here. Okay. And then is there anything I should buy while I'm here? I probably need more seeds, but I don't know which ones. Okay. Let me just go talk to Ani and see. Okay. Sorry, my mic was far away. I forgot to pull it back. Okay. I don't need him. I already have him. I need to upgrade my belt. Where are you, Ani? No, okay, he's not in his room. He sleeps out in the back sometimes. Yeah, he's probably out back. Okay. Well, let's go out there. Does he sleep, like, in the barn? Yeah. Oh, but I can't go in without a key. I've returned. I've complained to my therapist of fake job postings. Oh my god. Fake job postings are, like, the bane of my existence. Like, whose idea was that? So rude. Oh, no, he sleeps in the treehouse. Chat with Ani.
It's a good day to be exploring.
Okay. And then let's open his store. Okay, I can't even get a standard belt yet, because what do I have to do to even get that? I don't know. So I can't even get a better belt. Well, like, what's the fucking point? Just to be mean? Literally. I mean, I know that there's, like, supposed to be reasoning behind it. Sorry, big stretch. I'm redeeming it for myself. My back hurts. Like, I know there's supposed to be a reason that they're doing it, and it's to, like, fuck with the employees that they have or whatever. But that's just mean anyway. It's mean both ways. It's mean to me. Thank you for the big stretch. I'll do a big stretch. It's mean to us, and it's mean to their employees. Oh my god, my back really hurts. I might not be able to stream for too much longer because I can't like sit up comfortably, which definitely means I'm not going to work today. But we're at 1:38. I'll try to stream for like 2 hours, and then I'll probably have to jump off because I'm just not feeling very well at all. And I think I just need to lay back down. Oh, it did the thing where when I opened the store, it like fucks up my mouse. Hold on. Okay. Fixed it. So I might need to catch more bugs in order to be able to get that makeshift belt. Or not the makeshift belt, the standard belt instead of the makeshift belt. It's rude. It is rude. It's just cruel. To give people applying the hope that there's actually a job, and to make your employees think that they need to stay because if they don't, like, you're gonna replace them. You know? It's like stupid. Like if you want your employees to work harder, just ask them to.
Or pay them more.
Well, yeah, and or pay them
Pay
more.
them an appropriate amount. That's
Because
also something I complained to Dr. This.
yeah, I'm very much a like act your wage kind of person. And I definitely did not used to be. Like I always thought I needed to like go above and beyond if I wanted to like
Toxic work culture.
get any kind of, you know, recognition or whatever.
Normalize the grind.
But when I started working at the call center that we worked at in college, I was like, it doesn't matter how hard I work as far as promotions go. I literally just have to wait around for them because there's like upperclassmen that are going to get those promotions before me. And they don't even care about my stats all that much because like they were willing to promote somebody who got, you know, $10,000 in a semester, but was like a piece of shit person. Hi, Charlie. So it didn't really matter what I did. And I just waited around until I got my promotion. And then once I had my promotion, I literally did nothing. Like, once I was a supervisor, my job probably couldn't have been much easier. The hardest part about it was having to go. Like, having to actually get up, and, like, you know, go to work. Having to drive there, which is why I appreciate that my current job is remote. But my current job pays me so much less. Oh, that's not a bug. Is that a bug or is that more flowers? It's more flowers. Okay, I thought it was one of those centipedes. Okay. My current job pays me so much less than I got paid at that job, and I have to do so much more work. So, like, I'm doing the bare minimum on my calls, and I'm still getting a score above 90 when they do my evaluations. So, like, I'm literally vibing. But I'm in, like, no condition to go today. Like, my back is already hurting, and I've only been sitting up for an hour and a half, and my throat is hurting, and I've only been talking for an hour and a half. So my head hurts, and I've only been wearing my headset for an hour and a half, and I have to wear a headset the entire time that I'm at work because I take phone calls. So, not super excited to have to figure out how to call out because I've never called out of this job before, but also definitely not going to go today. So.
You can hang out with me.
I'm not going to hang out with anybody. I'm going to lay down. I mean, I'll probably hang out with you at some point. I don't know.
You can watch me play more Pokemon.
That would be nice. Yeah. Like, what I'm probably going to do, for real, is tell my supervisor, like, listen, I woke up not feeling well. I think I need a little bit more rest. Maybe I can come in late, you know? And then see how I feel in, like, 2 hours after I'm supposed to work. And then if I feel better then, you know, maybe work.
I used to do that a lot when I was working full-time.
Yeah. Because that's what they said. I mean, it's like, I'm allowed to work 35 hours a week. So if I take less than 5 hours off of my shift today, then I'm okay, you know? Like, I'm not really taking much time off. And anything over that 5 hours, I can still take off. It's just, you know, gonna count towards the amount of time I get to take off. My first 5 hours are free, so... And by free, I mean I don't get paid for them because I work hourly. But, like, it doesn't count against me to take 5 hours or less off. Because I'm already working, not overtime, because overtime would be more than 40, but more than my minimum requirement, which is 35. So hopefully it'll be fine if I just tell them, like, hey, can I take, like, 2-4 hours off of work today and then start, like, after, you know, my lunch break or whatever.
Hello, human.
But, yeah. I mean, it's not like they can say no and make me come in. Like, they can't force me to come in and I won't. But I'm just trying to be nice about it because it is... I have to go on a play date with Gina.
Conversation has ceased.
Okay. Hi, Gina. Do you want to go on a play date?
Doing your own research?
Hey there, Gina. Hecla set us up on a play date. I didn't think it's impossible to die from embarrassment, but Hecla sure is putting that to the test. I wish she wasn't this fixated. Oh. Hello. She means well, but I'm past the age for needing play dates. Thanks for being honest. Just between us, you don't have to go along with it. Okay. Hecla and I are used to spending time alone. I'm not really used to having to think of new topics of conversation.
Did I eat today?
Aw. I went on a play date.
To communicate?
I spoke to Gina. She's been increasingly flustered after your social interaction. I do not think you are the best conversationalist for her. If you know a suitable playmate for her, please ask them to check on her from time to time.
Please come again.
Okay. I'm sorry that I'm not a good playdate. Okay. Find some books. How are you feeling, Charlie? Do you feel sick too, or... Because you just talked for like an hour in therapy.
Yeah, I can cough.
Yeah, I could hear you. I've managed to avoid coughing for the most part so far on stream, but that's just because I'm like downing this Gatorade.
Probably eat something, but I also like don't have an appetite.
I didn't either. I tried to eat breakfast this morning, and I couldn't, like, everything I thought about eating, even the stuff I wanted to eat, like cereal, I couldn't, like, get myself to eat, so I made a piece of toast and put jelly on it.
Right now.
Yeah, that's why I had toast with jelly on it, because it's hard to be nauseous after eating just toast with jelly on it.
Yeah, I need to eat something else.
Yeah. Toast with jelly was like my depression meal in high school, so I always feel like I can eat toast with jelly, unless I'm like really genuinely nauseous. You want to know what I'm drinking? Fish soup is full of nutrients and tastes great. And, oh, yeah, I knew my camera was about to die. I saw the timer hit, like, around when it normally would die. It's almost like we should have done the vaccines, like, 2 days before my weekend, because then I would have felt this bad over the weekend and not when I had to work, but...
Yeah, I just didn't really
Sorry,
want to
can't
do
stand
work,
track.
'cause we also, like...
We're exhausted those days, I know.
Yeah.
I was also super fatigued the day we got the
can't
shot.
go get it at, like, 11:30 p.m.,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, we would have had to get it before my work, so...
Yeah, and I didn't... I mean, there was no way to know when you would feel...
No, I know. I mean, I knew that I would feel worse the day after, because I've always felt worse the day after than the day of. But the day after was, you know, my Sunday, so it was fine. But now I feel even worse, and it's my Monday.
Yeah. I feel a little better than I did yesterday,
I feel worse.
but I still don't feel well.
I felt okay yesterday. Like, I took Leo on a walk, like, I was out and about. So it hit us at, like, different times, because now I feel like death, and you feel better. Yeah. Well, you know, you got just the one shot, I got both, so it's possible that that's like... Oh, I forgot to refresh my camera, hold on. Now we're not lagging, alright.
But yeah, maybe you're over one shot and moving on.
Yeah, maybe. Either way,
Like,
I
not literally.
need to lay down.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. What is this? Emerald carpet moss. Okay. Oh! Bug!
Bug. Get it?
Garden mantis. It did say that certain bugs had a % chance of spawning if you looted, like, if you, like, foraged something. So maybe that's why. Is this clay?
I think so.
Okay, because I need more clay. How do you get clay? A pickaxe?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 7 clay. Slay. Okay. I think there's more over here. Because I used my last one to make the bombs. And I'm gonna need more for, like, bricks. Oop. Oh, you redeemed frog hat. Okay, give me a second. Let me hit this clay. That'll work, because I need to take my headset off anyway. So,
That's why I did it, obviously.
yeah. I'll switch to earbuds and frog hat after I hit this clay node. Alright. Time for froggy hat.
Hi.
Hi. I said ow, but I really just dropped my headset on the ground.
Sorry you're not feeling well.
It's okay, I'm just... I know I'm not going to work because I need the money, but I can't. The good news is I get a bonus from last week for going the 40 hours, so it's not the end of the world. Ugh. Okay, frog hat.
The day of work and the part day is definitely not the end of the world.
No, I know.
I understand.
Oh, purple bug.
Purple?
He's gonna run away faster than I'm able to pull out my stuff to get him. Where'd he go? Yeah, I think he ran away. Well, I had my pickaxe out because I was trying to... I wish I could, like, scroll to switch tools, but I can't. Like, I love that they're not part of your inventory, but I need to be able to, like, switch to them faster. Come on, little bugs. Yum.
I like making these guys, like, worship. Oh, wait, I got one.
It's like Silly Cat's kiss emotes where there's one on each side. So you can put something in between the kisses. It's like they're doing some kind of like seance. The Illuminati. They're summoning the Illuminati.
I'm having fun with these guys.
I'm so glad. Okay. Is there anything over here? Any little bugs? I hear bugs, but I don't actually see any. They make generic bird chirping sounds and stuff happen in the background of this game. Oh, I fell through the bridge. So it's hard to tell what's real and what's fake. I can't tell what's real, what's fake. The shrimp song.
What they're worshiping now.
Twitch. Our Lord and Savior. Oh, that's a bug, but I think I have that one. Dragonfly thing. Not pineapple on pizza. We do not worship pineapple on pizza in this house. No. there's lots of clay over here. And bugs I already have. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna find silk thread by the end of stream or not. I just need one bug. Just has to be a rare bug. I'll pull out my bug gear again. Okay, this is moss that can spawn a bug. Okay, but it didn't though. Oh my god. There's so many of them. Chungus. Oh, what are you? I think I already have you. Oh well, I already threw a thing at you, so I may as well. Hey! Oh my god.
Those last two describe your channel.
Oh my god. Sir. Thank you. Hey, my bug catching is level 3 now. Okay, so at least I leveled up my bug catching. Oh, now I can talk to Ani. Maybe I just needed to be level 3 to get the new belt. If I can get the new belt, that'll be a good, at least, start on this quest. And then maybe I can go find the silk thread. Because I'll probably talk to Ani and then end stream because I'm coming up on 2 hours, which I know is short for me. It's like half the length of my normal streams, but... And then I already had to shorten them to 3 hours when I started working, but... I'm just glad I could see you guys at all today, because otherwise I won't stream till Saturday. My streamer took a night off last night because she wasn't feeling well, so...
Hiya.
Don't get me wrong, I'm really happy you got into fine art of bug catching, but you're gonna need some more tools if you want to keep up with me. Yeah, okay, can I have... this standard belt recipe? Thank you. Okay, so now we have to learn how to make that. Okay.
Bugs now. Bye.
Oh god. It did the thing where I have to click my mouse again. Nope, still doing it. Okay. There we go. Okay. I figured out if I like alt-tab out of it, it usually fixes it. Okay. Let's go back home, see what we need to make that recipe, and then I'll probably call it a day because I'm tired. Ugh. And I need to tell my boss I'm not coming in today. Okay. Let's see what we need. Hello. Standard belt. There it is. Okay, 1 makeshift belt, 4 leather, and 3 copper bars. Okay, I don't have enough of that. Leather, I have to like go buy from the guy, and then copper bars, I can make them here, but I don't even know if I have copper. I have some. Oh, but it costs 5, so I can only make 2. Okay, so I'll let those smelt, and then maybe next stream we'll have the standard belt, and we can maybe get some better bugs.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello? Thanks for that, Charlie. Thanks for the 100 biddies. Okay. Let me see if there's anybody to raid. I kind of feel bad raiding with such low energy, but I still feel like I should. If there's anybody online, so... Let me go check.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Okay, Fall City's live, but we raided her last time. Let's see who's playing Palia. Why is that World of Warcraft? I want Palia. Okay. Oh, that girl's cute, but she has maybe too many viewers. Let's sort low to high and see what we can do. Oh, there's me, all the way at the bottom. All right, let me see. Who do we got? Anybody with cute overlays? Oh my god. The disparity between... There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 37 channels live. Thank you for the bits, Charlie. My god. There's only like 37 channels live, but the top one has 180, and then it drops off to like people with 20. Okay, well this is the first girl I looked at, so let's rate her because she seems cute. I like her aesthetic. So / raid. I think their name is Tiffany, based on the username. Thank you guys for coming today. Sorry that it was a short stream and that I've been kind of sick, but I hope that you had fun regardless. And there's your raid message. Please send it so that they know that I sent you. Hopefully I'll be live again on Saturday and be feeling better by then. Charlie will probably be live tomorrow. And yep. And yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go call out of work and then take a nap because I feel like shit. So, massive sack of shit. Yeah. So, okay. See you next time, guys.